Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting, Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sap. And I camp out with Lion Den, Hawan Ben Yeshua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first, I'd like to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Akim, and to the women and children. Kal Halayim La, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha-Roka, Kodash, Mahamaf, in the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and truth. Double honors to the elders of GMS, double honors to my elder Hawan. Salutation to the Akim, to all the four corners of the earth, and to the women and children, Shalom. Okay, well, going to be doing a little short lesson here, but it's going to be more information about this world coin that people are, scanning their eyes for free money, right? And being all excited. The title of this lesson, Guy, Thy Eyes, right? When you look up the meaning of guard, Slakia, your eyes, means watch over in order to protect or control, right? Protect against damage or harm. Well, they want to take, they either might want to be the ones saying that they're going to want to protect us from danger, right? When they're the ones who want to do all the damage to us around the world. I'm going to play a little bit of this and get into the lesson. Here we go.
Is it just me, or does it seem like people are hell-bent on running headfirst into a nightmare dystopian future? WorldCoin was just launched, which is a cryptocurrency started by Sam Altman of OpenAI, which doubles as a digital passport to prove you are a real human by having your eyeball scanned by one of their ID orbs. And the cherry on top is that this will be used to facilitate universal basic income in the future funded by artificial intelligence. This is so crazy, it sounds like something that ChatGPT would have recommended if you would have fed it Aldous Huxley's books and George Orwell's books and told it to invent the cryptocurrency that would plunge us into a world created by those two authors. Well, going to worldcoin.org, you find a brief description of what WorldCoin aims to do. Number one, it's the ambition of creating a new identity. This is done by in-person iris scans with these orbs that they have sent out around the world to collect people's biometric data. And just in case you think that absolutely nobody could be stupid enough to get tricked into doing this voluntarily, Sam Altman posted a video on his Twitter just a few days ago, which shows literally lines of people for blocks, and this is happening all around the world, people lining up in droves to get their eyeballs scanned voluntarily. This biometric data then gets stored on the blockchain as a way to verify that you are a real person and not a bot or an AI pretending to be you. It also serves as an ID marker so that if this is ever used to facilitate universal basic income, stimulus payments, anything else that the government may want to know information about who you are specifically and track you personally, they'll be able to know exactly who is who. They also state that WorldCoin is a financial network owned by everyone. But first, a word from today's sponsor, iTrust Capital. Investors today face platforms like FTX. Now, this is interesting, and it reminds me of that quote in the movie The Incredibles, where he says, I'm trying to give everybody superpowers because in a world where everybody is super, nobody is. It reminds me of that because by saying everyone owns this financial network, that's another way of saying nobody owns it. But this is a little bit more deceptive than that because it's kind of like public property. It's something owned by the state. It's not owned by everybody. You don't own that park that you go to. You don't own the national parks. You don't own and you can't control that public property owned by everybody. The state owns it. The state controls it, and the state allows you to use it if and when they deem it necessary. That is government ownership, state control. And anytime you claim that something is owned by everybody, it's a lie. There's always someone behind the scenes with true ownership, true control. They say if successful, they believe WorldCoin could drastically increase economic economic opportunity. Now, we'll get into the monetary side of this in a moment, but everything about WorldCoin demonstrates a deep misunderstanding, a backwards misunderstanding of the way that money and economies function. They say it could scale a reliable solution for distinguishing humans from AI online while preserving privacy. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I don't understand the technology well enough to see how you can reliably say that this is a human and that is an AI bot while at the same time preserving privacy. It seems to me like those must be at odds with each other, because either I have access to be able to see who you are to prove that you're a human, or you have privacy and I can't see that. I'm not really sure how you can have both of those things at the same time. What I imagine this is that they do have all the information, so you don't have any privacy from them. And they just have some walls built so that somebody who isn't supposed to have access to that information can't get access to it. Which is probably why in WorldCoin's privacy policy, it says that the data may be passed to subcontractors and it could be accessed by governments and authorities. It also says it takes steps to mitigate risks and uses encryption to stop unauthorized access. Listen, the ability for a hacker or a person with malicious intent to access your data is a real risk. And it's good that they're doing what they can to try and stop that. But sometimes those people with the malicious intent are governments. And
okay, let's stop it right there. The truth came out. Okay, I want to go to Proverbs chapter 4, verse 25. And it goes like this. Let thy eye look right on, and let thy eyelids look straight before thee. Right? In other words, look at what is in front of you by using scripture to those so-called Negro, Latino, American, and speckled birds. Okay? Look what's being offered to us. Right? Look at what the plan really is. Total control. Right? Verse 26. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Right? But how can it be established? It got to be established in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? That he's going to guide us and protect us, right? Not to fall trap to the what they're going to bring after that, right? As we know from Scripture, the Sihip, right? That mark of that beast that they want to implant in us to have total control, right? Verse 27, turn not to the right hand nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil, okay? Because if you, so-called Negro, Latino, and speckled, think and believe that the Edomites, who are in power, and this is their world and their kingdom, that they're going to do all this because they want to protect us, boy, are you lying to yourself big time. I want to jump to verse 19. The way of the wicked is darkness. They know not at what they stumble. Yeah. They're having a great time with all these gadgets, with all these toys that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has given them and allowed them to play with. But boy, are they going to get a big surprise. I want to go to Hebrew chapter 12. Verse 12. Wherefore lift up thy hands which hang down, and the feeble knees. Yeah. Now is not the time to, sit back and chill or be lazy. There's work to do in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. To those who are so-called Negros, Latinos, Americans, and speckled birds. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. If you're being core, wake up, snap out of it, and start learning to do the work. Start looking for camps. Verse 13, make straight path for your feet, lest that which is limb weak be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed. Right? And the way it's going to be healed when you turn back and come back to the name of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, if you're being core. Okay? And you start looking for camps and elders to start learning from. Because this is going to get real serious real fast. I mean, world coin to enslave humanity. Slakia. Wow. Verse 14, follow peace with all men and holiness set apart, without which no man shall see Yahweh. You can't see Yahweh because you have to first see Yahweh Shai. Okay? And you want to see him in the good side, not in the bad side. Isaiah chapter 35. Verse 3. Strengthen ye the weak hands and confirm the feeble knees. Verse 4. Gotta hit this. Say to them that are of a fearful heart, right, or fearful mind, be strong, fear not. Behold, your Yahweh will come with vengeance, even Yahweh with a recompense. He will come and save you. Yeah, when the Father Yahweh turns loose Yahweh Shai, he's coming to do business. Okay, he's going to come to clean house, to remove the Edomites from power, and to remove this wicked world and bring the true kingdom from heaven to earth. And have our King of Kings and Lord of Lords, Yahweh Shai, rule forever. Verse 5, then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped. Yeah. If you are called to the truth, you want to heed to it. Okay? You don't want to ignore it, or if you were a woman that's saying that that's not important, that you're only one man, right, fighting the whole world, that's crazy. Hey, you might have to pack up and leave if that's the way she's going to be talking. Proverbs chapter 3. Give me a minute. Verse 5. Trust in Yahweh with all thy heart, with all thy mind, and lean not unto thy own understanding. Verse 6. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Woo! See? We need Yahweh Shai because, once that happens with this world coin right behind it, they're going to demand that seahip eventually. Okay? And if you don't take it, you won't be able to work, right? Or to buy and sell. You won't be able to get food. Verse 7. Be not wise in thy own eyes, fear Yahweh, and depart from evil. Yeah, when they say, hey, it's time to take the C-hip, if you like the program, we need you to be totally loyal, right, to the wicked system. So we can keep stealing from you and plundering you whenever we feel like it. Crazy, huh? I want to go to Proverbs chapter 5, verse 1. My son, attend unto thy sakya. My son, attend unto my wisdom. Yeah, Yahweh's wisdom. Right? And bow thy ears to my understanding. Right? Humble yourselves. It's very important. Nobody's going to get out of here by their own will. That fake belief that you have free will is one big fat lie. Psalm 119. Give me a minute. Verse 37. Turn away my eyes from beholding vanity. Wow. And quicken thou me in thy ways. Well, you look up the word vanity, emptiness, falsehood, nothingness, lying, worthless. Ain't we being scammed and conned, right, and forced to use a digital currency system that is really invisible money with no value? With these new rules that they will expire if you don't use them as the Edomite wants you to use them, and spend them in what they want you to spend them. Crazy, huh? Verse 38, establish thy word unto thy servant who is devoted to thy fear. We're going to need spiritual credit in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and doing the work for that reason when the time comes that hell no, don't take the sea hip no matter what. If Yahweh Shai decides to feed us, okay. If he doesn't, and it's time for us to pass away or to be beheaded, then so be it. Isaiah chapter 33, verse 15. He that walks righteously and speaks uprightly, he that despises the gain of oppression, that shakes his hands from holding of bribes, that stops his ears from hearing of blood, and shuts his eyes from seeing evil. I mean, if you don't want to look at reality, if you don't want to look at the truth, you so-called Negros Latinos, Negros and speckled birds, then be ready for the wrath that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is bringing, the judgment to those that reject the truth and want to keep giving Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai the finger. Okay? It's not going to be pretty. Proverbs chapter 4. Verse 20. My son, attend to my words, incline thy ears unto my saying. Verse 21, let them not depart from thy eyes. Keep them in the midst of thy heart, right? Keep them in your mind, the truth of who we really are. Okay, we are not so-called Negros, Latinos, and speckled birds. We're not Puerto Rican, Cubans, African, Haitians. We are Hebrew Israelites, right? I mean, that's a beautiful, great blessing that Yahweh, okay, sent his son, Yahweh Shai, to come back and get us, right, and give us salvation. Verse, where was I read? Verse 22. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. See how beautiful, how much Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai love us? Verse 23. Keep thy heart, thy mind with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Yeah, keep the truth of who we really are. Keep the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai always close to you. Okay? Keep that Bible close to you. I'm gonna leave it with Proverbs chapter 13. Let me go there. Verse 20. I'm gonna close it with this. Give me a minute. He that walks with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Right? You want to look for those people that are in the highways and byways doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai in sincerity and truth. Right? So come you want to pray so he can guide you to the correct people. Verse 21. Evil pursues sinners, but to the righteous good shall be repaid. That is so beautiful. I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say Shalom.